'Tis the season. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Dorit clocked in and dragged all of y'all. Plus, Camille, see you next Tuesday, Grammar. In the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, Ho, why is you here? Tis the season. Now, mirror, mirror on the wall. In the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, Camille, see you next Tuesday, Grammar. Ho, why is you here? Oh my God, Petty Bunch. I don't even know what to say. First of all, before we dive into this video, I want to thank all 69 of my subscribers. Y'all just don't even know. Like, I started this channel on a whim, and I just said, you know what, with my television news background, I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and give this a try to see, you know, just how your girl does with the commentary, because I'm a former producer, and I've always written about celebrity gossip because that is one of the things that I love. So I'm like, hey, I am right in my element with this. So I want to welcome you all again to the Petty Palace. I am the petty one, petty brown gossip girl, yes. And we clocked in for this week's episode of Beverly Hills, the Housewives. Come on, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, you guys know I usually give you a full review and recap about what's going on. But the more I'm watching these shows, the more I'm seeing that at the beginning of new episodes, what they do is they give us empty calories by giving us a bunch of filler. Then towards the last maybe 15 minutes, we get the nutritional value. So this review and recap of this episode, we're going to just skip around. But I really want to start before we get into this recap. I want to talk about the Housewives taglines. I never really got into that. So I want you guys to comment below after hearing these taglines to see which Beverly Hills housewife you feel came in the strongest, who's got the hardest, the coldest tagline. Okay, so Kyle, these hills have eyes and they're all staring at me. We're staring because we want you to give us the tea on why you and Mo really separated, because you have not spilled the tea. You are not clocked in. I don't understand why you are getting a check, but Dorit is making sure that you're clocking in for work, sweetheart. Okay, Sutton, I honor my fine Southern manners by putting you in your place. Sutton, I'm so happy that Erika clocked in and she had my girl Dorit's back this episode. Sutton, you are very much, I wonder, is Sutton a Gemini? Because she is giving us two faces. One minute she's fine, and then the next minute she, in the words of Erika Jane, is very volatile, is very mean, is very nasty. And it's kind of scary. She's giving me Carrie vibes. Okay, Garcelle, I have been in the game too long to play by someone else's rules. Garcelle, I'm feeling your executive producing power playing. But this season, I'm wondering what your storyline is, because right now I see Dorit is most definitely carrying this season, and you cannot keep this woman's name out of your mouth. So I really don't know. Like, Garcelle, it's like you're clocked in at the wrong times, and I'm like, I don't know who's producing you this season, but they definitely have told you to be the pit bull to go up against Dorit. Dorit cannot even breathe without you saying something. So it's really weird to me, because you've already expressed your disdain for Dorit, but yet and still, every time she says something, you have something to say. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. So Erika Jane, in Beverly Hills, money buys a lot, but my independence is priceless. And I'm going to say for Erika, this is spot on for her, because we know when she was married to Tom that money was no object in that household. But seeing what she has gone through dealing with Tom misappropriating funds and things like that, she is now independent of being under his thumb. So she is finding herself, and she is in her she Erica Jane is definitely changing. She is, I'm looking at her turn, she's in her life coaching era, and I'm seeing a little, y'all, I love Boz. Bozama. Introducing the greatest product I've ever marketed myself. And Boz, coming in as a newcomer, I really feel like this one is very much spot on too. And we got a little glimpse into who Miss Bozama is, okay, because she was giving it to Miss Sutton. She said, stop weaponizing. We'll get into that in a minute. And Miss Dorit, I might look like a doll, but don't wind me up. Honey, the girls have wound you to infinity and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear. And you are very much wound up, and you are very much clocked in, and you are very much the pit bull in your Givenchy. Okay, because you are just a pit bull in your couture, and you are reading these ladies for filth. It does not matter. They coming for you, mama, and you swing, you knocking them out of the ballpark. And you are very much, you're in tune with everybody that's coming for you. You're giving me the matrix. You ducking and dodging all these strays that they coming for. You catching these strays and you throwing them right back. So I don't even want to. So, okay, y'all know the first part of this episode was pretty much the women just rehashing what happened on the trip. So that's pretty much what happened. I mean, we see Garcelle. She got teary-eyed when she got to watch the playback of her new movie with her being executive producer. So again, I do not, with me kind of being at odds with Garcelle this season, I don't ever want to downplay a black woman doing her thing. And Miss Garcelle Bouvet is definitely doing her thing in these producing streets. So she is definitely, like, seriously, even though I disagree with you on my channel this season, I just want to say you are doing your thing. And as a black woman, I can give credit where credit is due, and credit is definitely due to you, seeing where you have come from. You know, you started from the bottom, and mama, now you here. So yes, so Garcelle's happy about that. She's also moved into her new beach home that she built from scratch. So she's doing that. So as a single mother, so that is to be commended. So anyway, I want to talk a little more about Jay Tilly. Now we know Jay Tilly, listen, Jay Tilly's money is long, honey. She invited Kyle and Sutton over to her playhouse, which is next door to her, one of her homes. Okay, so the playhouse is where she hosts parties and things like that. I guess only the privileged few are allowed into her home, because y'all see she invited Miss Kyle into the play home, where Miss Kyle tried to say that she and Miss Tiffany had the same outfit, and Miss Jennifer said, Miss J Tilly said, "No, honey, this is a one-time outfit. This is an original outfit." Jean Paul Gaultier, okay, and that outfit that Miss Tiffany had on while she had her wine, because she's a little alcoholic, was about $4,500. And Jay Tilly had to clock her, "No, ma'am.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts."
This is an original. No one else has this outfit." So I thought that was funny. It's like, how, what? You ain't got a lot to kick it, mama. We know you got some coin, but you don't have to lie to kick it, especially with somebody like Jay Tilly, because y'all know that she is very eccentric, and the outfits that she has are over the top. And I'm pretty sure that the outfits that she has are original pieces because of her eclecticness. I'm quite sure there are not too many people that's rocking what she's wearing, because if y'all have ever seen her on the red carpet when she goes to movie premieres and things like that, yeah, she has some outfits that I'm like, okay, sis, that's how you living. That's cool. So let's talk about Kyle's Diamonds. What is it? I'm gonna call it cowboy. Is it me also? It seems like these housewives are channeling their inner cowboy Carter sexy cowboy chic era. It's like every time you turn around, these housewives are bedazzling their Stetsons and they are throwing a party where they are diamonds and denim. Yeah, Kyle's party. They're doing diamonds, they're doing denim. So Kyle is talking about this is her first party that she is hosting without Mo. And she's kind of nervous because if things go wrong in the past, you guys know Mo was Mr. Fix It. He was Mr. Johnny on the spot. Anything going wrong, he would handle it while she was, while she would be getting glammed up, getting ready to welcome the guests. So now this party is totally on her. She does not know how to act. So I'm going to say this. Okay. So I'm thinking that even though Kyle and Dorit had their come to Jesus moment and they both feel that they feel more comfortable now that they have aired out their grievances, I feel like Kyle was using her party, especially by inviting Camille, see you next Tuesday, grammar, to the party. I feel like Kyle was being messy and she was trying to plan a Dorit takedown at this party. I feel like she brought Camille in as the October surprise. Surprise, 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 surprise. I feel like she brought Camille in to surprise Dorit, to throw Dorit off her square. She's like, okay, now you didn't drug me for filth these first few episodes. Now let's see if you can outwit, outlast, and outplay Camille. See you next Tuesday, grammar. So I'm like, Kyle, I see right through your Maybelline. And y'all already know Kyle and Camille still have low-key pressure. Y'all remember back in 2010, Kyle has not forgotten that. Remember, Camille had that dinner where she invited the ladies over. There was a psychic who was smoking her, at the time, e-cigarette. And so she was telling Kyle that there would be trouble in paradise in her marriage. She was saying that Mauricio never emotionally fulfilled Kyle, and Kyle always had pressure with Camille because Camille never came to her and Mo's defense. And so you guys remember that she had that classic line for Camille. You're such a fucking liar, Camille. So it's like since then the two have been friendly, but they have not been friends. They've been the best of frenemies, and it very much showed when Camille pulled up in her denim dress. Now, I'm gonna be honest, if I have a friend girl and I call her sis and I love her, you will be able to tell the genuineness between our interaction. Our interaction will give authentic. You will see that there's no pressure, that we are relaxed, that we are in tune to one another's vibe because we fucks with each other. That's, how it is. So when Kyle and Camille hugged, it was very much, it was fake. It was phony. It was very, hey, how are you? Oh, how are you? And so Camille is like, how you doing? How you feeling? And Kyle is like, it's rough. It's weird. This is my first party without him. He's a bachelor now, living it up in his bachelor pad. He has no responsibilities. And Kyle is like, oh, been there, done that. It's a midlife crisis, no responsibilities. He is, just living it up. And I'm quite sure, living it up, got the young girls and everything like that. And Kyle was like, wait a minute. Kyle goes into her confessional and she's like, I feel like Camille is projecting. I mean, we know that she's gone through that, but I'm really not going through that. Yes, we've seen Mo doing some unsavory things that, that kind of gave me pause. Girl, Mo is checked out. We seen Mo, in the words of Lil Duval, I'm living my best life. Mo has been out here living his best life. He's been seen on beaches with what they were saying was his girlfriend. He's been on the ski slopes without you, with another young tender. Not sure if it's the same one that they're saying was his girlfriend this, past summer. Girl, Kyle, you are living in delusional land, table for one, because honey, you got to stop it. Like, we are seeing past we're seeing you're going through a crisis. You're going through a crisis of where your lover Morgan and your husband, they done with you. And it's like now you are spiraling out of control and you want to say that Camille is projecting. Miss Mamas, no, we know what happened between Camille See You Next Tuesday and Mr. Kelsey Grammer. We seen it. We saw it being drug out on social media in our news cycles. We've seen the turmoil and the tumultuousness of their marriage and how it went up in flames. But ma'am, yours it is unraveling, and it was very much given when Mo came over to visit you. We don't care that, yeah, okay, he sent you flowers for Mother's Day because you are the mother of his children, but that man was so checked out. He was not, it was giving, honey, I'm doing this for the cameras, but as soon as the producers say we're done filming, I'm out of here. I got women to do and people to see, and where the hoes at? That's what it was. That's what it's given. So it's like, how? Please stop. And somebody else might be picking up the bullshit that you're putting down, but I'm not. And stop it. Stop pissing on our legs and telling us it's raining. Stop it. Because it stopped. Stop. Anyway, they are at Kyle's Diamonds and Denim's party. And I love how the party planners, I can't speak this morning. Well, it is like 6:15 in the a.m. But I love how the party planners just transformed Kyle's backyard to an old time Western saloon. It was given the bales of hay, the wagon wheels. Everybody was just dressed. Everybody was dressed the part, and they looked amazing. I'll talk about the interaction between Boz and Garcelle. And I like the fact that we have these two black women on the show and they are slowly coming into forming their own friendship. So Kyle, one of the vendors that Kyle has at her party is a tattoo vendor. So Boz and Garcelle are laughing about what type of tattoos they're going to get. So we find out that Garcelle ends up getting the angel numbers, 1111. And so she tells Boz that Boz should get badass bitch tattoo. And Bo's like, girl, you crazy. Ain't nobody doing that. So anyway, as Garcelle is getting her tattoo, of course, her BFF Sutton comes over and sits and they are kikiing. And so Garcelle is like, okay, so while we were in Oceanside, while we were on the boat, Kyle and I got to bond a bit, and I told her I wanted to deepen our friendship. I was tired of it being surface level, and Sutton, we have a lot in common. We're both mothers to kids who are getting ready to transition out of the home. I'm divorced. Kyle may be going through a divorce. I just feel like we're starting to connect more than we ever have. So as they're talking, she was like, girl, you know that Kyle told me that she and PK be texting. And Sutton, didn't seem to have a problem with that. And Garcelle really thought that was weird. And she's like, wait a minute. If my soon-to-be ex-husband and my friend girl are texting on the side, I'm going to have a problem with that. And Sutton is like, well, I mean, maybe Kyle is just closer to PK than she is with Dorit. They're not speaking. And Garcelle is looking at her like, no. And I feel Garcelle 1000% because there is no way my almost ex-man and friend girl should be texting. Like, what the fuck? What is y'all talking about? Y'all got nothing in common except for me. There is no reason for y'all to be texting like that. And see, that's where people start blurring the lines. And it's like, no. So Garcelle is like, nah, bitch. Nah, that couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. And Sutton is just sitting there, I think it's okay. I mean, what? Just like Sutton, blah. Sutton, when I think of Sutton, blah. Because it's like Mrs. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. We never know who we're going to get. 1 minute, Sutton is cool. And then the next, don't you dare. It's like, damn, she's blowing down. And it's like, girl, did you take your meds? Okay, anyway. So we have Boz, Erika, and Dorit kikiing. And so Boz asked Dorit, how do you feel being here. You know, we haven't talked, we haven't really talked since, Oceanside. So Dorit kind of finishes her sentence and talking about, the last time they were all together in a Sprinter van, how things were going okay. And then she and Sutton just started butting heads. So Dorit is like, everything was cool until Sutton started raising her voice at me. And Dorit says, Sutton and I have known each other for a bit of time, but we have never settled into a friendship. It's been friendly-ish, because there's no consistency. So Erika just steps in. And one of the things I have to say about Erika Jayne, even though I've been dragging her a little bit for fence straddling with her two friends, is I like the fact that Erika just put it out there. She said, yo, Sutton is not stable. Now, these are my words. So Erika first says Sutton is good, but these are my words right here. Then she flips the fuck out. And there are so many times when this has happened, and it's just like, we never know which Sutton we're going to get, because my thing is Sutton is so quick to try to lightly put her foot, I'm going to say lightly tap a shoulder, because
you have a habit of losing your in ridiculous circumstances too.
Name them.
Name them. Well, what you did was ridiculous.
Name them.
Not having. Well, be quiet. So let me talk, Jesus.
Name them.
I
Name them.
don't know if you're okay, actually.
Name them.
Are you okay?
Name them.
Stop doing that. You're being incredibly, incredibly rude.
How am I being rude?
Well, if you don't see that,
I don't understand the word rude.
you want me to get a dictionary?
I'm asking you to name.
Then be quiet, and I will, please.
she said, name them, name them, name them, name them. Now, Sutton will tap you on the shoulder in one breath, and then try to confront you endlessly. But my thing is, when they confront you and tag on, and pull on your slip, you find fault, you go into this victim mode, and you just start projecting, and you start shooting venom, and you just start getting loud, and you get obnoxious, and you have a total meltdown. And we've all seen it happening. Y'all know when Crystal Minkoff first came on that show, the interaction she had with Sutton, and Sutton had to bring out her eye roller to stop the tears. Like, that was weird. Now, y'all can call me crazy if you want to, but that shit was weird. That was very much giving us Sutton, and I really feel like that's who she is, okay? So again, Erika, she flips the fuck out. So Boz is like, you know what? In the spirit of sisterhood, since Sutton wanted to pull the girls together and talk about the sisterhood where we should be truthful, we should be honest, we should be able to talk amongst the group and not behind everyone's back. Let's have a tribal council and let's hash it out. Let's hash this shit out. And Erika's like, I'm down with it. I'm with it. So Boz says, if we're going to talk about it, let's get into it. So production again, messy with the receipts.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. What is she talking?
They have a flashback of where Garcelle is bitching and being messy about Dorit and Boz, having a moment. Remember at the table where they were sitting downwind at the table, and Dorit was telling her about the issues that she and PK were going through. And y'all remember Garcelle, messy ass, was looking at them. She said, what are they talking about? How come we're not included? First of all, again, Garcelle, you have made it painfully clear that you cannot stand Dorit, you do not like Dorit, you do not fuck with Dorit, and we, like I said, as a black woman, I understand why, but again, you could have squashed it when she wanted to have a conversation about her using, attacking, and aggressive, and her passive aggressiveness, being a white woman using her privilege to weaponize against black women. Y'all could have hashed that whole situation out, but you told her that you don't got time to teach her. about none of that she need to learn it on her own. So if that's where you have left things with her, why do you feel offended that Dorit does not want to talk to you about what she's personally growing through at the moment? Okay, so then we have, let's see, because again, Dorit don't want y'all heifer hoes to know what's going on, especially you, Garcelle. So then Boz said, basically, everything we talk about basically ain't for y'all to hear. And I'm with that. It's pretty much, just because my friend girl and I have a moment together, that doesn't mean it needs to be out there in the group. Because again, when you have large friend groups, people tend to have their favorites in the group. They tend to be surfacey with some, and they tend to be more intimate with other people. And Garcelle, you are just one of those people that Dorit is just not messing with on that level. And it should be, the energy should be the same. You shouldn't be trying to tell her the depths of, how you feel about, your son's leaving, and you're trying to figure out who you are as a new woman without being a mom, especially growing through what you're growing through at this moment. So it's like, you can't expect y'all to have a friendship on an intimate level when you can't stand her. Okay. So anyway, they called the group over. So next thing I know, all the ladies are situated on the sofa, strategically, of course. And here come Camille, magically delicious looking ass. And I'm looking at her. Again, why is you here? Let's see you next Tuesday. What are you doing here? It is crazy. So anyway, the group is all together. Yeah, Camille looking like a damn leprechaun, magically delicious ass, just popping up. Like, we know that you were planted there by Kyle and one of the producers. It's like, ma'am, Camille ain't said nothing to the last 60 seconds of the show. And what you said, you got steamrolled, and Dorit ran over you like a what is that? A bobcat tractor trailer truck. One of them yellow bobcats. That's what she did to you. So the ladies are trying to be friendly, trying to be fake and phony, and Sutton like cuts through the bullshit. Sutton is like, no, let's get into this shit. I'm with the shits now. And she's like, listen, I'm sorry, ladies, but we cannot be disjointed. When we got together and I tied our wrists with this blue scarf, I wanted us to be open, honest, transparent. And Erika is like, bitch, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Stop it. So it's like, we're talking behind each other's backs. Let's feel free to be open. And Erika says, your bullshit seems sincere, but you're volatile. She said, you're volatile, Sutton. You are volatile. And so what was so crazy? Now, this is how you know Jay Tilly is a best friend, okay? So Jay Tilly, they cut to Jay Tilly's confessional. And so Jay Tilly is like, as Sutton's bestie, that is an accurate description. Bitch, when your best friend can read you and say, I love you, friend, but you are a little Lulu. You're a little Looney Tune. But I still love you. Okay? So again, Sutton, you are Mrs. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. So Erika goes, you're inconsistent.
Habit of losing your in ridiculous circumstances, too.
Name them. Name them.
Well, what you did was ridiculous.
Name them.
Not having. Well, be quiet. So let me talk, Jesus.
Name them.
I
Name them.
don't know if you're okay, actually.
Name them.
Are you okay?
Name them.
Stop doing that. You're
1 minute, you're great. The next, you're flipping the fuck out. And Sutton is like, Sutton, Sutton cannot take the heat. So she becomes defensive. No, I'm truthful. So again, so that weird shit you was pulling with Crystal in her room, that was cool. And that was you being truthful. Or how about when you all went to the male review and Kyle was getting the attention from the dancers, and you put on, so Kyle had on this slick ass dress, you had on pants, and you guys all had your dollars. Y'all was ready to start to throw them on the baby oil men with the muscles and shit. Y'all was ready to get down and get dirty. And because you weren't selected, you had a hissy fit. And then you started, well, I'm in this organization and I can't be around these things, and I'm uncomfortable. I gotta leave. So you get up, you have a bitch fit, you run out, and then Kyle is done after she's been titillized all over the stage, asking where you are. And the lady said Sutton is having a damn meltdown in the lobby. And then they go to confront you about what's going on. Are you jealous because the men didn't call you on stage? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. And that was it 1000%. You was good when y'all all was sitting there before the men selected who they wanted to titilize and tantalize and put honey on the stage. But when they didn't pick you, you had a whole ass meltdown. And then when Kyle tried to gently confront you to see, like, friend, are you jealous a little bit? You went off on her, and y'all ended up having a spat in front of all the other white people in the damn facility at the review show. You had a whole ass conniption. You embarrassed Erika because the male dancers is people that she know. So where are you honest and truthful when your friend girls call you to the carpet and they pull on your slip, or they tap your shoulder to say, or they have pressure with you, which could easily be resolved because y'all friends, right? And you can have a come to Jesus moment. You said the purpose of this sisterhood is to be open, to be honest, is to be transparent. And it doesn't mean that we can't go back to being friends after we've hashed it out. Why you can't take it? Why is it okay for you to go after these ladies mercilessly, and then when they come after you mercilessly, it's 6 a.m. I think I'm making up words, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down, right? So Sutton, you can't take the heat. So stay your ass out the kitchen and stop trying to orchestrate things if you can't, like Dorit said, if you can't talk the talk or walk the walk. You can't do either. It's like you want to be the leader, but sometimes as a leader you gotta follow. Hello? Tell somebody in the back of the church. You can't do that. So it's just crazy to me. Sutton, you're crazy. Okay, so Sutton said, I was calling something out. Dorit goes, but you overreact and you're stressed. So then Sutton does this weird ass passive aggressive voice. Now wait a minute. Wait 1 second. And Dorita's like, yo, don't raise your voice at me. I'm not in a place where I appreciate that. And I had a strong reaction the last time you did that. Sutton goes, girl, do you know how many times I've been in a place where I have not appreciated people yelling at me? So Erika intervenes like, yo, have you ever thought about the shit you say is probably what makes them yell back at you? Erika is clocking in. Erika said, okay, Dorit, you clocked in. I'm going to clock in too. We're going to tag team her ass. We're going to tag team her ass. We're going to make her have a meltdown so she can see what we're talking about. Even though Sutton knows what they're talking about. Okay. So Sutton becomes passive aggressive. Okay, well then I will talk in a very soft voice for you. Dorit is like, girl, the passive aggressiveness, now stop it. You're being silly. Sutton, you're looking like Carrie. You're looking like you have multiple personalities. Like, don't raise your voice. So Sutton goes, I'm gonna talk normal to you. My thing is, where is Jen Shaw when she's passing, when she dotting I's? Because Sutton, I feel like you need your I's dotted. Because right here, you are being passive aggressive. You are attacking, ma'am. Dorit, you talked about Garcelle attacking. This is Sutton attacking you. Okay, because where's Jen Shaw? Can she come out of, can her can the officers at the POs or COs, whoever, can they let her out for 5 minutes with Sutton? And y'all turn off the cameras, and then Sutton could say production was the one that dotted her I, because this is ridiculous. So they're like, see, you can't be real and honest. So no, this is Dorit that says that. Dorit says, so you can't be real, you can't be honest. So you cannot lead this sisterhood charge. Dorit ate with that. She left no crumbs behind. So Sutton goes, Dorit, you sometimes don't listen. And Erika goes, she ain't changing. That's just who Dorit is. And then here come Garcelle. Stay your ass. Stop. I don't know who's producing her, but somebody keeps putting this damn Dorit battery in your back, and they keep charging it up. So here goes Garcelle. We've been trying to get Dorit to shut up for years. And it's like, Garcelle, shut the hell up. That's what I'm saying. Like, please stop it. Go on and work on your next script for your Lifetime movie, because right now you're giving great value Regina George in how you're feeling about Dorit. But see, I love how Dorit didn't even look in Garcelle's direction when she said that she paid her dust. And that's what needed to be paid in this moment, because it's like, no, I am not going to engage with you at this time to throw me off kilter when I'm focused, when I'm laser focused on Sutton's ass right now. So you say what you're going to say, and I'll probably gather you in the next episode. So Kyle interjects, and it's like, thank God I'm not in it. So she looks at Sutton. It's like, what is the point you're trying to make to them then? What is the point? So Sutton says, my point is, can we be honest? Like, can we be honest? I don't know. So Erika says, you want to be honest, you have to lead by example. Sutton, I'm trying to. Dorit says, no. You're talking the talk, but you're not walking the walk. Hey, you're not walking the walk. You're talking odd, you talking loud, but you ain't saying nothing. That's what you're doing. So Sutton is like, I'm trying to, Dorit. Are you? Dorit's like, here we go again. Here we go again. Then Sutton goes back into that creepy ass passive aggressive voice, using these hushed tones again. And it's like, Sutton, it's like you're unraveling, you're falling apart. And it's like, at this point, it's like, somebody get her handlers, because she I don't know. Dorit says, this isn't genuine, kind, or real. And it's like, Sutton is kind of like, girl, stop. And then Dorit in a condescending tone, mocking Sutton. Is it really real? And Erika's like, okay, honey, you got to chill, girl. Like, okay, we've been gathering her, but you got to chill. Stop. You got to chill, because we've been good this whole time. Don't fall into her shit. Don't fall for her shit. Stop it. And then Garcelle's like, so Sutton goes, Dorit, you're not angry at me. You're angry at your life. Garcelle, oh, God, we don't need the peanut gallery. Could y'all tell Garcelle to shut up? So Dorit says, everyone, so Dorit in her confessional, everyone meet the real Sutton Strake, the woman who loves to support other women at their lowest. Dorit says, 1000%. I am not in a good place. Remember, I'm going through some shit with my husband. So Sutton is like, it's not my fault you're in the position you're in. And Kyle is in her confessional. It's like, Sutton, that's a low blow. Too far. Even though I agree. But I would not say that to her face. Kyle, again, I'm going to ask you to shut the hell up too. Because you're living in a delusional land. Your husband is out here lying, playing in your face. And he got a new place. And he done purchased furniture. And he's living his best life. And he is living single. And you sitting up here trying to convince us that this is just a temporary thing when this man is literally checked out. But you want to try to comfort Dorit. And Camille is not projecting. Camille is definitely telling you that, yeah, been there, done that too. So Erika looks at Sutton. Don't say shit that you're going to regret. And Sutton's like, I'm not. And Dorita's like, you've been waiting to say that to me. You've been waiting to say that shit. And so Dorit says, you're not wrong. You came to me. And Sutton is like, I'm rarely wrong. And Dorita's like, girl, please. So Dorita's like, I'm being open, honest, transparent. My life sucks right now. I'm not in a good place at all. And I have zero tolerance for more bullshit. Like, I'm not taking any more bullshit. I'm at a zero tolerance level. That means if you don't come for me unless I send for you. So if you're coming for me, baby, I'm putting on my boxing gloves and we're going to go some rounds. We're going to go some rounds because that's what we're going to do. Because you know what? I'm frustrated. I've been humiliated. I'm feeling froggy, so bitch, I'm a jump. And I'm a jump and pounce all over you because we can go toe to toe. Okay? And Dorita's like, so how's that for transparent and being honest and open? Sutton, that's great. And so Sutton goes, I'm not angry with you. I raised my voice in the sprinter because I feel like you weren't listening or understanding the bigger point. It was not about you. It's about all of us. We should be able to talk and understand that we can have a disagreeing moment, but we can still be friends after. Sutton, shut up. So Boz tags herself in. And she's like, let me say this. We cannot weaponize in moments of vulnerability. And Erika's like, what my girl said. And Sutton, who's weaponizing? And Boz is like, you just did. And Sutton, when? And so Boz goes, now, when you said Dorit's not mad at me. She's mad at her life. She said, that's weaponizing. When you take someone's horrible situation, you turn it back around, you sharpen that knife, and you stick them with it. That's war. That's not fair. So Sutton is looking real dumb because Boz gathered you in 2 seconds. So Boz is like, that's out of bounds. And so Boz is trying to say more things. And here goes Camille, see you next Tuesday. I don't mean to butt in. Yes, you did, because that's what they told you. Camille, you got the last 59 seconds, so you better bring it if you want a diamond for next season. Girl, like Camille, nobody needed you. Again, you were like a little gnat. So Camille cuts in. Years ago, when my house burned down, I lost my assistant of many years. I didn't get a lot of compassion or empathy from some of the ladies, especially Dorit. And Dorit goes, you were a total cunt to me. And the ladies, Garcelle, damn. At this point, Garcelle, you are turning into a Dorit stan, okay? An obsessed Dorit stan. That's what you're giving. So Camille, see you next Tuesday. It's like, cunt. And Dorit says, yeah, you were a total cunt to me. You want to know why? And Camille is like, you called me a fucking cunt? And Dorit is like, no, I called you a stupid cunt. She said, I did that as a joke. And y'all remember back when they had that dinner with all the women and their husbands, and Dorit had on the black scarf tied around her head. I was like, Camille, you're a stupid cunt. You know, y'all remember. And she was like, I did that as a joke. And Dorit in her confessional was like, I regretted it. But now I feel like she's being a stupid fucking cunt. And Camille was like, I didn't know you were joking. And Dorit's like, Camille, you always need a moment. Like, where have you been? Like, we have not been checking for you. We have not missed you. You are white Wonder Bread, stale toast. Why are you here? In the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, ho, why is you here? And so Camille is like, I need a moment. The person that's always taking selfies and doing photo shoots, leaving your friends to wait. And Dorita's like, Camille, what are you saying? Then she looks at Erika, and she didn't forget Erika's name. And Erika is like, my name is Erika. And Camille, oh yes, Erika. And then Erika in her confessional is like, cunt. This Diet Coke and takes a sip. It's like, Camille. And Camille's like, Dorit, you're a different person. And Erika's like, you don't know what she's going through. And Camille says, I've gone through a lot. And then all the ladies are like, ma'am, we've all been through a lot. Hello, you are not the only one. Camille, see you next Tuesday. We know what Kelsey did to you, but we also know what Tom and Erika went through, what Garcelle and her ex went through, what Kyle is currently going through, what Dorit is currently going through. No, Miss Mamas, your situation is not much worse. We're not gonna, the craziness, okay? And so Camille is basically like, I'm back. And I'm like, for how long? Like, again, Camille, you and your empty calories, like when you're working out and you're trying to stay consistent and you don't want any extra calories, but it's like, damn, you see that Dorito, a couple of Doritos, and you want to eat those. Empty calories, they're not adding to anything. So Camille in this moment did not add. Camille, that's what you added. Like, what are so you anyway, Dorit is carrying this season on her back. She is not playing with y'all heifer hold. She is y'all coming for her. And she's like, okay, so guess what? I'm gonna be 2 steps ahead of y'all. Listen, it's giving. It is giving. And of course, Sutton at the end says something. Girl, Sutton, no. So next week's episode, Kyle and Dorit get into the PK texting Kyle situation, and Dorit again is getting up in Kyle's face, so I cannot wait. Again, y'all continue to like my videos. Remember, liking my videos is a free way to support my channel. It's a way to get me into the YouTube algorithm so that people who don't know I'm here and who ain't checking for me because they don't know they need to be checking for me, it's a free way for them to find me so they can start checking for me after looking at my content. So again, I want to thank my 69 subscribers. I could not do this without you all. Until next time, the petty one is out. Yes.